Hey, back again, Dark White 74. I'm going to talk about how I made my hi-hat. Um, had a few attempts at making an electric hi-hat because DIY, you got to make everything. First one was oh, it's quite hard to see, but on a hi-hat stand, what I had was I had a normal hi-hat stand, and I got a slider out of an equalizer, go up and down, and I attached that to the stand. So you got your pedal here, and I attached it up here on the actual stand, and I had a wire that came down to the pedal with a spring on it, and the slider was attached to a jack. So when you plug that in and you pulled it down, it worked as you see what I mean? It would be, and that's how it worked. But when you're using electric drums, you're belting the crap out of them and using your feet and everything, things break. And you're always going to get things that break. You're always replacing triggers and cables and stuff like that. That's the only downfall about DIY drums, or electric drums, I should say. Everything always breaks down because you're beating the crap out of them, So this was my second attempt. And what that was a pedal. Just a normal kick pedal, took the beater off it, and what I did was I put a little device on the side of it. Now what this is a, oh look at that, someone's taken it off. What it was a volume pot, like out of a guitar, and I filed it down and all that sort of thing so that it would fit in that little hole in there, if you can see it, right, which essentially goes onto the bar of the beater. Okay, now what that did was when I attached it to a jack, sorry, it's hard to hold, when you hit it with your foot and brought it down, it turned the dial as a close open, and it worked awesome. It was flawless. I had no problems with it. I don't know what the hell's happened to it. Someone's thought it was a good idea and decided to take the part out of it. But anyway, luckily I don't use that. So anyway, that's just a little one you can do. Just drill it and put your nuts in there and just attach it to the side, and works good. This is the one I use now, which is, I'll take it off because it's bloody tight. I'll take that off. Okay, here you have your cymbal, your electric cymbal, right? I think this is a ride one. It's not a hi-hat one. It's just got the two inputs, you see. One for the bell, and you play around with them, figure out which one's the best one for you, because they both do different areas of the cymbal. Now, for the part you want to know about. This, I'll bring it down so you can actually see this one, not like the drum video. Okay, this here, right here, is a little thing you can buy off the net. I think the place is called Ego or something like that. Anyway, what this is this goes down. It's like a switch. They actually designed these to go under a pedal. So it sits in here, and as you push it down, it closes it and opens it. And that's all good, and it works fine and everything, but I want it to look good. Have the hi-hat going up and down, so it looked awesome, and it does. It works really well. So I had to obviously fabricate a little bit of it and cut this out and file it and everything to get it to sit onto the stand, relatively good. Obviously you had problems like the rod didn't fit through because the hole was too small, and don't really have that problem. A lot of people don't, sorry. And what it does is, you put you plug it in, obviously, because that's your pedal, and then you plug your cymbal in like you would normally. Put that on your rod, and I'll put the belt back on first. Put a felt on because it makes it feel a little bit more comfortable instead of the, you can feel the click, and it's horrible. put your foot down a little bit, tighten it up, and there you go. You know, you've got a hi-hat that's sort of looks authentic and feels authentic, and it's awesome. It looks awesome, and it works really well. And I really recommend getting one of these little units that I've put on there, because they're worth about you know, I don't know, $30 or something like that, and small price to pay to have a clutched hi-hat, as opposed to the ones they sell on eBay that are, you know, the Roland or Yamaha ones that are anywhere from, you know, 350 plus, you know. So I'm saving you a lot of money, so you're going to tip me, or at least like my page and, you know, whatever. And yeah, this is my setup, basically. You know, I've got a 6, 8, 10, 12, which is what Nico has up here, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then he goes 13, 14, 15, 16, but I'm just going 14, 16. So, and I use a Roland snare because I find that although everything works and works well and everything, you're hitting the snare the most of the time, and you know, that's a really important part of your playing, your snare and your hi-hat, so they have to be, you know, perfect. So I guess use a real one, you know, it does work really well. I have made snare one before, and it worked well, but it wasn't as good as an original one, you know. I mean, hell, if you want an original drum kit, you go and spend $5 or 10 grand and buy the big, huge TD50 or whatever it is, and waste of time, but because you can do that. But the snare's important, and your hi-hat's important as well. My kick drum, I don't know if you can see that or not, but actually I'll bring you down here so you can see that. Take you off this little stand. If you have a look at this, you'll see that there is the beater. This is the pad for the electric drums. This is what comes with it on the little stand, you know. What I did was I took the skin off the kick drum. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just putting you back on the stand. Doesn't want to go back on now. Bastard bloody thing. There we go. Okay, so can't see here. There we go. They're crooked. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Make another video now. No. So what I did was I made another mesh skin, you know, for the kick drum, and I attached the whole cradle, the whole stand, to the inside of the drum, and screwed it to the bottom so it was solid, you know, and put a couple of brackets that way so it was solid inside the drum. And the actual pad I put hard up against the skin, and I put the ring on the outside of the skin with the bolts, bolted it in, and it's now become part of the pad. So I think they're actually doing that now with pads, you know, with skins that they're designing now. They've got sort of like a pad, it's electric essentially, you know, so you can, it's the same sort of setup, but I didn't steal it. I didn't get it from them. I thought about this one. Maybe they stole it from me. No, I don't know. But anyway, it works really, really good. Just got to figure out a way, you know, to run your cable out, and it's all good. Yeah, works really well. And my 2 trigger units over here. I just trigger units, like I said before, they're pretty basic to set up. There, I do have a recipe for setting your hi-hat up, because I know that with Superior Drummer and Easy Drummer, it can be really difficult to get it authentic and getting it sounding really good. I can't think offhand what it is right at this moment, but I will find it. I'll write it down and I'll make another video and I'll show you, because I know everybody wants to know about how you set your hi-hat up with Superior Drummer and Easy Drummer, and can't take credit for it because I found it on the net with someone else, so he knows his shit. But what I'll do is I'll get on the other computer and I'll figure out what it is, and I'll write it down, and I'll make another video in 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something, put that on there. Alright, so see you in a minute.